Hi, my name is Heather, and I'm making this video because um I just wanted to talk about how God told me who the Antichrist is. And I hate being on camera, so I'm really awkward on camera. And excuse me. And I'm gonna be quiet because my little girl isn't feeling good. And shh, be quiet. I told you be quiet. So move out of the way of the light, please. So I'm in my room with my 3 kids. So I might have a few interruptions, but yes. So my daughter and I, we prayed that we would know who the Antichrist is. And I'm sorry it's dark because number one, my little girl is sleeping because she's just threw up like quite a few times, and I washed her up, but now she just has to rest. So I have the light off, and it's a big bedroom, but okay. And my two of my boys are playing a video game. One of them's playing, one of them's watching. So yeah, so my daughter and I, we prayed that we would know who the Antichrist is. And sorry, that was at a really weird angle. And then really quickly, but before he told me, be quiet please, I didn't have any idea really. And before he told me, my daughter actually said something really interesting, and it's funny because I think kids can kind of say like obvious things that are really wise, and it surprises you, like, yeah, why didn't I ever think of that? And so anyway, she was like, I was like, I think that it might be somebody who we don't know about, and they're gonna come onto like the scene and everybody will know them. And she's like, well, it'll probably be somebody that's already known, somebody that's already famous that people know. And I was like, really, you think so? And she's like, yeah. And so she's a really bright girl, she's very smart, her name's Vivi. And so I was like, oh, okay. So anyway, we prayed about it. I think we prayed after we had that conversation. And so, and we never really talked about that stuff before. I think because we saw a thumbnail on YouTube, it was saying who they thought the Antichrist was, and it's not him. But I think that's why we even started talking about it. So basically what happened was I prayed about it. We prayed about it together, me and Vivi. And then God showed me that, or he told me very clearly, you just know when God tells you. And I'm not a person who says like all the time, like, God told me this and this. More recently, I'm like that recently, but not really in the past so much, because I was kind of ignorant to a lot of things. Like, I didn't even think God spoke to people through dreams. I didn't even know about the rapture. I didn't know a lot of things, but excuse me. Anyway, so God very clearly told me that it is that the final Antichrist is Donald J. Trump. And when he told me, I was like, really? What? I was like, what? Really? Because I didn't ever suspect him. And it's funny because some people say it's super obvious, but I never suspected. I was like, I hate to say it, but I didn't really like, I was kind of indifferent to him. I didn't really care for him because I didn't like the way he treated women. That really made me not like him. And but he was like against abortion, and I'm against abortion. And so to me, like, the things that really matters, that's like a huge issue for me. I would vote for somebody just based on that. And judge me if you will, but I would definitely. So I was like, well, yeah, I don't like this guy really, but at least he's helping, he's saving the babies. So, but then he backtracked on that recently. Anyway, he's like, now not really anti-abortion. So the one reason I was like tolerating him, so to speak, is gone now. So, but anyway, God told me, and I was really surprised, and I was just really like, him, really? I didn't really see it, but I believed God because I knew he was speaking to me. And then he confirmed it through different ways, like especially like other people, like some guys that have YouTube channels that are talking about, there's not a lot really, but there's a few YouTube channels talking about that Donald J. Trump is the Antichrist. So God like further confirmed it to me, because those guys knew a lot of Bible verses and were like showing like, look, this is obviously him, this is plainly him. So you could check those out because they know the Bible better than me. But yeah, it was like yeah, I was surprised, but then, now I know, and there was other things too, because God gave me some spiritual gifts that had happened before, but they came back, and it's like, that's a whole nother story, because you would really have to know me to know that we telling the truth, and I don't expect people to believe things that are very hard to believe unless they're like Christians and they really believe in the gifts and whatnot. But excuse me, like, a lot of people, that's just hard for them. And it's like, I don't want to like burden them with that. But he definitely confirmed it to me. So it is Donald Trump. And, like just today, there was another earthquake, and I think it's California. I don't know the names of the California towns, but, yeah, and then, like, I think it was today, because somebody else put it up on YouTube, that Donald Trump put on his Truth Social that he had like a video, it's like 3.5 minutes or something, on his Truth Social, saying that, he is, he is the shepherd of the flock, and he'll never leave he's a shepherd of the flock, and he'll never leave or forsake us. Who does that sound like to you? I mean, even I don't know the Bible, but even I know that sounds like Jesus. Jesus is the shepherd of the flock, and he'll never leave or forsake us. And Donald Trump was saying that about himself. And I don't know. It's like, I totally understand if people don't see it, because I didn't at first, so I'm not too judgy about it. But I have gotten a little annoyed when I've told people, and I'm like, look, and they like kind of refuse to see, and I'm just praying for them, because to me that's very scary, because I think the Bible says that the reason that some people take the mark is because they didn't receive the love of the truth. I'm sorry if I'm looking away from the camera all the time. My son is playing that old school Mario game, my oldest son, and I'm just like hypnotized by it. It's like he's on that lava level where the dinosaurs pop up and you ride the skeleton raft. So yeah, it's him. I mean, I know I don't look like some great, powerful prophetess or something, but I mean, God told me. Me and my daughter prayed, and he told me, and I guess he's told other people too. And I mean, I feel, honestly, I always feel bad for people, even if people are like really, really mean to me. I always feel bad for people. Like, it's just sad. I want to pray for him, and I think we should pray for him. Because I mean, even if I was wrong, then I would probably just be happy that that wasn't true, and that he was gonna be okay with God, and everything would be, I would just take the embarrassment of being wrong. I'd rather do that, take the embarrassment of being wrong. And so hold on 1 second, sweetie. What is it? What?
Can I wait it?
What is it?
Put my picture.
Well, Sam's playing this right now. You have to wait a minute, okay? So, Yeah, I just wanted to say that. And okay, I don't know how much storage my phone has. So thank you so much for listening. And I love you. And thank you for listening. And okay, bye bye.